get the behind the scenes. This is the mall. We're like 70% done? 60% done?
60.
Yeah. It's looking good. I think it's because all of this was already done, which adds like even that.
Yeah.
Because LA, you had to like rebuild everything, right?
Yeah.
Because that adds too, that makes it look nice. And then that backside. So, yeah. And then the last thing is polish the floor, and we're good.
I ordered the bench already.
Oh, you ordered Venture?
It's gonna be like the same one soon.
So Aaliyah approved pretty quickly the design.
Maybe she.
Yeah, so. I don't think she cares. Where do you get this?
Here.
Yeah, where do you get this? Oh, IKEA?
130.
It's good. Yeah, so we're almost done. It's crazy. Hopefully we could hit the deadline of September. Or 20? You're trying to push
24.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. Maybe for this one.
That's crazy. Look at that. That's my face.
Look at that. We have 3 more rows of paint suspension.
We haven't dropped this one yet. I think this one's gonna sell out. We'll have something for the store. That one. I gave Mr. Viet, owner of Gal Kitchen, his son that. Yeah. We stop by there next time.
Yeah.
Or the San Mateo one's probably nicer.
I've been there.
There's parking. Oh, you've been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
Oh, you like it?
It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Check this out.
Wanna go there busy?
Let us know in the comments what y'all think about the store so far, but it's looking good.
So you move around all over, or do you work in?
Alright, so I think what really helps this store looks, when y'all get here, it's gonna look dope because it's the wood and then the tones, and it's very bright. And yeah, it's gonna come together. Stay tuned.
Hey. Art get the double voice.
Alright, we're showing our friends what resale price is for sneakers.
This time gonna.
They don't believe us.
This time then when?
Because we also have resale for
Yeah.
hats.
देखने बात सुन. जूता को price.
She's driving? $474.
474. कतिमा रिसेल जाँदो रहेछ भनेर हेरेँ है. यो अस्ति नै के.
Alright, what's up y'all? Been a minute since I vlogged, but I just caught the sunset for the run. But something I want to update y'all on. We've been just busy with a bunch of things, but I've been sampling these shades. We haven't been doing numbers I would want to for us to keep growing, but we got some crazy stuff. We got a partnership with the Sharks as a small leak. Hopefully y'all catch that, but I'm gonna start running. Catch this. Alright. So what other update do I got? We've been having a lot of like production delays, and I think some other stuff we got is like just making sure we got the numbers sorted out, because getting payroll started and just other bills. As you scale, you just have more bills. So stay tuned. I'm gonna show y'all the view after this. Boom. What I was saying earlier is I haven't been vlogging as often as I should, but these workout sessions are time for me to really slow things down and give y'all an update. But you know, as I mentioned, we are working with the Sharks. You know, we don't have a huge following on YouTube. So if you're here, you're gonna hear that, and you're gonna get the first dibs on knowing that we're working with the Sharks officially. So we got about 4 designs in, and we got plenty more. We're planning for, you know, a long-term relationship, and you know, we finally got on the official vendor list for Texas Tech, and that's a huge one. So you know, this, you know, the business is scaling tremendously in a good way, but as you scale, there's bigger problems, right? And that's what we're experiencing on the back end, bigger problems. But those big problems just makes me even more hungry to figure out the solution. But you know, that's something I wanted to update y'all on, because I just was able to squeeze in, you know, a run before the sun just set right now. So I chose to do the scenic route, just clear my mind. And you know, we're just working on a lot. Like these are sample shades that I got. They look like Oakley, so we're gonna work on trying to figure out how to, you know, change them up and make them different, our own flavor. You know, I think a lot of the brands that start off, you know, kind of gain influence from the bigger brands, and you know, that's what I noticed. But as we're developing, we try to develop a different style, and that's what we do with our shades, our other shades, which is you know, it has its own little style to it, different colors, different, you know, arm colorway, silhouette. And I think that's the joy that I get out of design, is making stuff unique, and you know, it influence streetwear and really develop something different for the culture. But yeah, so this is what I want to show y'all. You know, one day hopefully we get a home by the waters, because I like having quick access, you know, to run by the water, and it's also soothing, you know, be able to take a walk by the water. I don't have that luxury right now, but you know, 10-20 years, man, best believe it. 10-20 years, if you put in that hard work, it pays off. All right, peace. So I just finished maybe like a 2-mile run, I think so, there and back. You can see I caught the sunset before it went down. Something I wanted to update y'all as well is we got the mall is in progress still. We're trying to shoot for end of August, maybe early September. We'll see what happens. But we're still going. We're like renovating. I'll show y'all pictures of the venue. And something I didn't mention to y'all is I authored 2 books, and we're actually printing the hardcovers. I'll show you, you know, the goal is to have it exclusively in store first. So you have to come out and kind of see the copy, and then get a copy. So, you know, stay tuned for that. We got way more to update. So
It's super bright, bro. What the heck?
regardless, good news, I also got a hardcover print of a poetry memoir. Check that. So the goal is to have these hardcover prints in the mall as books you could buy. If you want to learn about my life, this is the poetry memoir. And then I had the cookbook. I gave it to Mr. Gao and his wife and his kids. And that's a cookbook of our family recipes mixed with a children's book. So these books I've been working on with my team for about 2-3 years now. It's exciting to see that we're finally independently printing this. No publisher, no nothing, but the goal is to get published, because I don't want to be worrying about the marketing behind it, the book tours and all that stuff, and the publicity behind it. But these are very sentimental works of books, stories that, you know, got me to this state of, you know, running the business at a very, very high level. You know, stay tuned on that. There's a lot in the works, and you know, it's just gonna keep getting better. I got other books in the works. I'm working on I haven't started, but I'm thinking about creating a design philosophy book on how, you know, I go about designing clothing, all that stuff from background of urban design. So, you know, stay tuned for that. That might take a year or so, we'll see. But you know, I'm letting my team know about how to go about designing it when I get the materials together. So stay tuned, exciting stuff. Peace out. Something I want to touch base on is, so on the card right here, I was thinking about how much progress we made as a company and where it all started, like where I started the company or the business. So I started it initially in Long Beach, LA. We were doing it out the apartment. It was crazy. Like I was doing it mainly myself out of the apartment. Not in the best location. And we didn't have AC. I was literally throwing packages off the upper level. I wish I had more photos of that to show y'all, but it was a grind. Like I remember I was throwing it off the second level. It was like an older apartment and there was no elevators. So I would be throwing it out and then, you know, putting it in the trunk, my Camry. And there was times where I would put about like 200, 300 in the Camry. Yes, it's crazy. We've been, you know, at it and it's just been growing. And, you know, that's something we want to keep pushing. And, you know, that's why we, you know, really created the slogan Dreams Don't Sleep. And I think about this because, you know, I gave the family, Mr. Gao's family, the cookbook, and then we had to do a revision because they found a mistake for me and in the print. And I had to go back and I read the whole thing. You know, when you get the books, you realize that it all ties together with the whole clothing brand, learning how to appreciate your culture, you know, doing it in a contemporary way, your own lane. And, you know, I think that's what I appreciate most, being able to do this business and this creative craft most authentically in how I see it. Like someone can use the same traditional fabric, etc., but it won't have the same feeling. It won't have the same feeling because they don't know the significance of it. And I just want to share that. You know, we've been working on more shades. I really like this color. This has been my favorite, the red one. But there's a green one. I can't wait for a sample that come in. I definitely want to see that. There's a lime green. Just to jump back to what I was mentioning is, for anyone who's trying to build a business or, you know, build something, be fully transparent. Like a lot of people did not believe me in the beginning. A lot of people didn't. Still, a lot of people don't believe me, but they're more like corporate partners thinking about strategically how does this work. But we're starting to have corporate partners. We're on the official vendor list with Texas Tech. We work with SneakerCon, and as I mentioned before, we're building a relationship with the Sharks. And all of these relationships make sense because we're all trying to not only create products, but something that means more for, you know, the community of whatever we cater to, right? That's like my advice to folks who are like starting a business or who want to keep growing. You know, really focus on developing yourself as a person and believing yourself, because you got to be the one to believe yourself more than anything. Many of you may not know, but I teach students, and that's what I try to teach students as well, is just the values and the confidence in believing yourself. Because if you have full faith and delusional belief in, you know, being your best version, physically, metaphysically, mentally, everything you need is within you to then take over the world. And you can do it. So I think that's just something, you know, I want to leave off with y'all. So peace out.